angel's hand. Verse 5, and the angel took the censer, right, and filled it with fire of all the altar and cast it into the earth. Now, why did he do that? Why did he do that right there? Because at that particular time, that's symbolic for judgment finna come. So when those prayers are complete, which we don't know what time, what day, I can't tell you Thursday at 3 o'clock. I can't tell you that. I can't tell you October the 29th. I can't tell you that. No man knows the time, but it's gonna come a particular time where YAHAWASHI is gonna offer up them prayer to the Most High, and judgment gonna come. That's gonna be the seventh trumpet, which is gonna be complete destruction of Babylon the Great, which is ruled by the so-called white man, and who you know today are the banker, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Warburg, the Oppenheimer. Those elites behind the scenes who really run everything. And Donald Trump is a puppet. Okay? That's what he is. Like every other president that you see chosen to run this corporation, which is America, aka Babylon the Great. Okay? This is this Revelation 8 and 4. And the smoke of the incense which came with the prayer of the saints ascended up before the Most High out of the angel's hand. Verse 5. And the angels took the censer and filled it with fire of the altar and cast it into the earth. And there were voices, right, and thundering and lightning and earthquakes. Okay, now I'm gonna read that again, and I'm gonna have the brother jump to Psalm 104. Psalm 140 and 10. Right? It says, Revelations 8 and 5, and the angel took the censer, right, and filled it with fire of the altar and cast it into the earth. Now, read what you got in Psalms 140 and 10. Let's link that up.
This is Psalms 140 and 10. Let burning coals fall upon them.
Let burning coals fall upon them. Okay, go ahead.
Let them be cast into the fire.
Let them be cast into the fire. Go ahead.
Into deep pits. That they rise not up again.
So what that is saying is, that's what the angel did. He cast it on the earth to for representation as judgment. Okay, as judgment. So that's why I had the brother Yaquar read that in Psalm 140 and 10 to link that up, so you can see where I'm going and what the prophecy is talking about. Okay, this is Revelation 8 and 5. And the angel took the censer and filled it with fire of the altar and cast it into the earth. So he took that coal that was in that fire and cast it into the earth. Okay, that's what he did. Okay, and verse 6. And the sixth angel, which had the seventh trumpet, prepared themselves. Oh, let me go back up. Salaki. This Revelation 8 and 5. And the angel took the censer and filled it with fire of the altar and cast it upon the earth. And there were voices and thundering and lightning and an earthquake. So that was judgment. But we don't know what what that thundering and lightning is, because that's part of things that John was told not to write down, and I get it. This is Revelation 10 and let me see here. Oh, Revelations 10 and 4. And when the seventh thunder had uttered their voices I was about to write, and I heard a voice from heaven saying unto me, seal up those things which the seven thunders uttered, and write them not. Okay, so it's things that's hidden that's gonna happen that we don't know about. Those are those seven thunders. So we don't know. We won't find out until it's time. Okay. So YAHAWASHI got that hid, okay, from everybody. Nobody knows because it was told to John not to write it down. Okay. So going back over there, so that thunder and lightning, nobody knows what that is. Okay. That's what the angels uttered, and it wasn't written down when you read Revelation 10 and 4. Okay, we don't know what they uttered. Okay, then it says this Revelation 8 and 5, and the angels took the censer and filled it with fire of the altar and cast it into the earth, and there were voices. See those voices, so we don't know what was said. Okay, pursuant to Revelation 10 and 4, right? Voices and thundering and lightning and earthquakes, right? Verse 6, and the seven angels which had the seven trumpets, seven mean completion, okay, prepared themselves to sound. So the trumpet and blowing the trumpet is a sound of what? War. That's what that is. That's a representation of war. So when those prayers are being offered up to the Most High, war coming. War is coming. The complete destruction of America is coming when those prayers are being offered up. Okay, they're being offered up to the Most High through YAHAWASHI. So he's passing it to the angels, and the angels are taking it to the Most High, and they're ascending before him. And what we're reading in the prophecy is war is going to take place when that happens, when that prophecy be fulfilled, when YAHAWASHI presents them to the Most High. So your prayers are key. Okay, prayer is key, man. That prophecy has to be fulfilled. So that's why we come out here and tell you and break down the scriptures to show you, according to the King James Bible, how the so-called white man is the devil and how he's destroying Israel, okay? And we, Lord willing, we don't mean it endure to the end, okay? And we are the elect, are coming out here teaching and telling you, look, pray to the Most High to bring down America. Pray to the Most High to deliver Israel out of this condition, because YAHAWASHI is taking those prayers and he's holding them and he's going to present them to the Most High. Okay, so that's key, man. And that's why we come out here and break down and show you all these videos and show you the history and show you the events that's going on the earth now, so you can mourn and say, look at this shit, and complain to the Most High about it. Okay? Okay? This is Revelations 8 and 6. And the seven angels which had the seven trumpets prepared themselves to sound. Verse 7. And the first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth. And the third part of the trees and was burnt up, and all the green grass was burnt up. Now I'm finna hit you with something. Now we're finna jump around real quick so we can get an understanding of what that's talking about, right? This we're gonna jump to Exodus 9 and 24. Okay? This Exodus 9 and 24. So there was hail and fire mingled with hail very grievous, such as there was none like it in all the land of Egypt since it became a nation. So America is known as spiritually Egypt. So those plagues that's coming to America, that fire and that brimstone, which is today is nuclear destruction, it never happened to America ever since it was founded. Okay, war have never hit this soil ever since it was founded, man. So that's what's coming, man. Fire and brimstone, man, mingle. So those plagues, okay, that was in ancient Egypt, those plagues are coming here, which is going to end up thermonuclear destruction, man. So thermonuclear destruction going to come to America, okay, like never before, man. That's what's coming to this place, man. I'll read that again. This Exodus 9 and 24. So there was hail and fire mingled with hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in all the land of Egypt since it became a nation. So the same thing gonna happen to America, man, because this is the daughter of Egypt, and this is spiritual Egypt. Because when you look up the word daughter, meaning it have the characteristics of a mother. So America got the characteristics of ancient Egypt, man. Okay? That's what it is, man. And in ancient Egypt, were we not in bondage? Yes. And in the daughter of Egypt and spiritual Egypt, are we not in bondage? Yes. Same thing, man. All over again, man. But this time, this judgment gonna be spectacular, man. It's gonna be like no other nation on this planet, the way the Most High gonna judge America, man. It's gonna be grievous. Okay? This is Revelations 8 and 7. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood. Okay? And they were cast upon the earth. Now I'm finna jump around to Ezekiel 38, right? And 20. Ezekiel 38 and 22. And I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood, and I will rain upon him and upon his band and upon the many people and people that are with him, and overflowing rain and great hailstone, fire and brimstone. So that's what's gonna come to America, man. Anybody that's within the borders of America is done, man. That's not of the elect of Israel. It's gonna be grievous, man. And I'll read that again. This is Ezekiel 38 and 22. And I will plead against him with pestilence and with blood, and I will rain upon him and upon his bands, meaning his army too, and upon many people that are with him, and overflowing rain, a great hailstone, fire and brimstone. Verse 23. Thus will I magnify myself and sanctify myself, and I will be known in the eyes of many nations, and they shall know that I am the Lord. So when these things happen, they're going to know that it's the Most High, man. It's a divine power that's causing these events and that caused this to happen, man. That when America get destroyed, man. Okay? And it's a lot of people going to die in America, man. And in other parts of the earth, okay? But this is the main place, man. This place is the abomination of the earth, man. This place has to go before Israel rules the earth again. Okay? America has a big target